Hello, everybody. Hopefully, everything is going great, and you are now should be in Unit 2, working throughout this next unit, where we start to really dive into biology, looking specifically at cells. And this is where I really start to enjoy biology, is looking at cells specifically and how cells do what they do. It's an amazing thing. I remember my first time when I really started getting interested into science is when we looked in microscopes. I was in college, actually, is when I first started thinking about biology as a career, and we were looking inside microscopes, specifically plant cells, and it was the first time in my entire life that I was able to see something so small yet moving around and being and having life in it. And it was just a fascinating thing for me. What I was looking at was plant cells, and in the plant cells, some plant cells, if you look at them closely and if you get the right ones, their chloroplasts will be moving around in circles, and especially if they're in the presence of sunlight, they will be moving around very quickly. They're trying to find the sunlight to get excited and to carry out photosynthesis. And so, really just a fascinating thing. And it's what really got me started in this track that I'm on today. And I don't regret it one bit. Anyways, this video, you guys, I'm going to walk through Project 2. Okay, now this one's going to be a really simple one, and I hope you guys have some fun with it. It's not really an experiment, but more of an artsy kind of project in that way. Now, this is an online course. I'm going to give you guys some options here that aren't listed on this document, so that's why it's always helpful to watch this video so that you can get those kind of things. So anyways, the first thing we're going to do is it's a more of a project, a problem-based type of thing, okay? And it's going to give you a little scenario here that, guess what? There are some organelles that are wanted that caused a major crime, and they have enlisted you to make these wanted posters for these organelles. Okay, and there's 4 of them here. So we have mitochondria, Mike, Gabby Golgi complex, Christopher chloroplast, and Nikki nucleus. And the scientist agents, whatever you want to call them, are enlisting you to make these posters for the general public. Okay, and that's what I want you to remember. This is for general public, and so write it in a way to help the general public learn about these organelles and what they do. And so right here, there's going to be a couple things. So what crime, why is the organelle wanted? Physical description, what does it look like? So location, accomplices, miscellaneous information, reward amount. Okay. Now, to do this, you're going to have to do some research. Now, some of the research could have came from this unit that we've gone over. But also you can use the internet, textbooks, things like that. I do want to show you a great textbook resource that you can use, and I will link this into with this project, but it's called OpenStax Biology AP. Okay, and so when we go up here, I love these textbooks. What they've actually done is these are textbooks. They're free, and they're for us to use. And so, for example, we'll go to science, and there was one on AP right here. So biology AP. And then what we can do is we can go to view table. You can view online and stuff like that. But if you zoom in, we can go to cells here, cell structure. Okay. And so when you zoom in here, we are looking at prokaryotic cells. So I could go to this section right here if my internet would work. And you can get some information here as well. Okay, so this will go over basic organelles, so the nucleus. So maybe there's some information here that you could use. And all the other ones are in here too. So chloroplast, stuff like that. So again, I will link this in there for you to start getting this information. Okay, so what you'll ultimately be doing is you're going to make posters of this. And these posters, they've given, there's a template that you can use if you'd like. So you'd need to download this and then on it you can add the information on here. Now remember, these are posters, and so we don't want too much information on there. We just want the right amount. We want it to be specific and to the point. What is the crime that the mitochondria did? Okay. And so think about, well, what do mitochondria do for the cell? What would maybe be the crime that they committed? And the idea, one sec, let me see here. So think about it right here. So the agency has had a recent breach in security and several cell organelles have gone rogue. So what would it mean for a mitochondria to go rogue? Okay. And so you'll need to think about that a little bit there. And then that's what you'll put into this. So the crime, well, mitochondria make energy. They carry out cellular respiration. They create ATP. So what would it mean to go rogue? Maybe they don't make ATP anymore. Instead, they're making water. I don't know. Okay. You come up with that right there and have some fun with it. Be creative with this. Physical description, location in the cell that they're found. Are there any other organelles that they might have worked with that they normally would work with that were accomplices in this? And then some extra information. Now, what you'll need to do, and then the key, another fun thing that you'll do here is you'll put a reward, a bounty, and I want each one to have a different bounty based on this, the severity of their crimes. Okay. And like always, you need to cite your information. Okay. Now, you must have at least 2 different sources that you're getting this information from. Okay. And I'm going to not be too nitpicky. You need at least 2 for this total thing when you're looking for all 4. So you don't need 2 for mitochondria, 2 for chloroplast, and 2 for nucleus, etc. No, just 2 for total. Okay. So OpenStax right here could be one source. Maybe you want to do cell parts eukaryotic. Okay, maybe you want to look up there and you want to find something else. Okay, again, remember, make sure we're using reliable sources. So Khan Academy, absolutely great source, puts it in great language here. Okay, and so maybe you want to use this as that resource as well. Okay, and I'll link this in there for you as well. There. Okay. So anyways, that's what you'll do there for this. So again, it's going to be rather quick. One thing that I want to point out, let's say you don't like those posters and you want to do something else. Absolutely, you guys. If some of you guys hate working on the computer, you're taking an online course, but maybe you're so sick of computers, you want to, and some of you guys are very artistic and talented in that way. If you want to do a poster where you draw it and things, absolutely, just take a picture of it, upload it, show it to me, okay? So I can give you points for that. Down here is the rubric that I'll be grading this by. So again, it's out of 100 points. Looking at this information right here. So we're looking at content, organization, and visual creativity. Okay. So anyways, that's what you'll look for there. So again, we want to be up here in this good to excellent range to get the full points. Okay. So here's a project outline that you could do. So it puts this in there at the very start, and again, I will put an announcement of this video as well to get you guys brainstorming, thinking about that. And you can put your posters together, edit them all up, make them look nice, and submit it by the time that it's due. All right. I hope you guys are having a good time, and hopefully you don't. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Okay. Again, here's another source. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to talk about, was citing sources. Make sure that you cite these. There is a guide here if you are interested in that. Another thing that I will link here is this MLA citation thing. So based on what you're citing, so if it is a website or a textbook right here, so if you're doing the OpenStax, this is a textbook, you guys, and so make sure you cite it as such. But you'll just, so for example, let's say we're doing a website, the article title, well, cell organelles and structure, right? So I would type in cell organelles and structure. The author, Yep. I could put in the information there. Maybe it's not an author there, or whatever it is. Okay. Let's see. It's a good question for these. Let's see if we can find something beneficial. I would probably maybe just put Khan Academy there. Um, and I'm not going to be too nitpicky, but as long as we are citing it, is the most important thing. Okay. Website title, publisher, Khan Academy. And maybe there was an author, so maybe we'll just not put anything there. Okay. URL, that's always important. Okay. Published, what date, etc. Create annotation, and then what you can do is just copy this puppy right in and use that as your citation source. Okay. Again, you need 2 total that I'll be looking for. Please do not plagiarize. So anyways, there we go. Now I've gone over everything that you guys need. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I could even go through this with you and help you get information. I'm always there, available to help you in any way, shape, or form. All right, you guys, have fun.